At some point, you may want to translate your game into Spanish. And so today we're going to go over how to translate an example phrase. I want you to come with me. And the translation for that phrase is quiero que vengas conmigo. And we're going to break down this phrase and figure out what are all the different parts and how did I translate it. The first part here is quiero. This is the primary clause, primary or main clause. And then on the right we have vengas conmigo, which is the dependent clause. And in the middle we have que, which is a connector. It connects the two clauses together. So a clause, of course, has a noun and a verb. So this quiero right here, we see that the noun is yo. There's an implied yo right here. Yo quiero, but the yo is not necessary in Spanish. And in our verb here is querer. But we've conjugated it for the yo form, yo quiero. Now over here on the right we have the dependent clause, and the implied subject, the implied noun is tú. Tú vengas. And the verb is venir, to come. Except you'll notice that we've conjugated it in, and of course conmigo means with me. Except that we've conjugated it in the subjunctive mood, because we have what's called a verb of will or influence, which is this quiero right here, which acts as a trigger and triggers venir to be conjugated in the subjunctive mood. And I'm going to go over how to conjugate words in the subjunctive mood. So we start with venir in the infinitive, to come, which means to come. And then we conjugate it in the yo form, yo vengo, which means I come. Now, to get the subjunctive, you start with the yo form, you drop the o, okay, and then you do this track switching thing. If you're on an ER or an IR, you switch tracks to AR verbs. And if you are on an AR, then you switch tracks to ER. Okay, in this case we have an IR verb, so we switch to A. So we go venga, which is you come, but it's subjunctive. And then of course this you is formal. In order to make it informal, we add the s, which is basically the way of making many things informal. So yo quiero, tú quieras. Now this vengas goes right here, and it lends the sentence an air of sort of uncertainty. So I want you to come with me doesn't mean that you're actually coming with me. It just means I want that. It's not an actually real thing, right? So that's why we use the subjunctive mood. So this is how to translate I want you to come with me into Spanish. Hopefully that'll help you with your game translations in the future. No code section for this video. I think you can take care of that yourself.